Hello, Craig.
Yay! Craig's involved. Everyone, welcome Craig to the party.
You're not welcome to the party, Craig.
He's not a welcome to the party? If
Nope.
Craig could cosplay, who do you think Craig would cosplay as?
A human being?
Yep.
He just walks around in a flesh suit. Hello, I am human.
Hello, I am human person.
Dude, now we're getting into the plot of AI, that the movie that Robin Williams did.
iRobot?
No.
Nope.
What?
No,
Will
iRobot's
Smith.
Will Smith. Dude, I don't know. I don't know movies.
Right, Xander's now grounded. Fucking Robin Williams and iRobot. What the fuck's this kid on about?
Movies, you jackass.
Okay, I'm ready to go if you boys are ready to go.
Sure show. We're just
But just what? A pain in
we're
the
just
ass?
here.
That's you.
You say this.
Welcome to the Tiger Nexus Podcast, a place where you'll find interviews with content creators and geeks alike. Your host, Tiger, has delved upon the Nexus and found interesting content creators and geeks of all fandoms. This podcast is connected to the Zero Hero Network. And now we dive in with another episode!
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tiger Nexus podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Tiger, and today I have two returning guests, but this time around they're on at the same time because they have their own podcast. Well, actually, I say this. It did belong to one of them, and then the other one had to kick the one in the ass to get him to actually do the podcast. So to make him do the podcast, he then joined in, and it was the pair of them. So I have the hosts of Neektalk, Cosplayson and Cosplaydude, aka Xander and Willie. Hello, boys. How are you?
First of all, Ty, bite me, you jackass.
At me, bro. Come on.
God. Okay. What the?
So, how are the Americans?
We are American-y.
It's America.
That is the most American thing you could have possibly said, Xander, but yeah. So, I've only actually got three main questions, and then we can geek out about stuff and talk about stuff. First one, what's it like having a podcast between the pair of you? You know, father-son and all that stuff.
Annoying at times because the kid doesn't want to do anything, or we
That's
come
a
up
lot.
with ideas and then we gotta
Shit
work our
happens.
schedules around it.
I was gonna say, yeah, shit happens, so then you're not really able to
But
fucking
other
find
than
time.
that, it's just like any other group of hosts.
Maybe.
Do you think, this is more of a question aimed at Xander. Do you think that Willie's done a good job at being a co-host? Like, do you
Yeah.
think he's helped you out of it?
Okay, well.
Well, I've definitely enjoyed Neektalk so far. Of course,
Banter about random shit.
it's just entertaining, and you know, I like the father-son dynamic as well. I think it's quite cool. Especially because you both have a lot in common. You know, anime, Power Rangers, certain games. You know, you both also got your own things that you like. So it's nice to see that. You know, you're also very banterous as well. You know, so it's just cool. It's nice to see a father and son actually do that sort of shit. You don't really see that a lot. You know.
No,
You don't.
Yeah, it's rare, but it's nice to see.
It is.
So what does Rita think of it all? Because obviously, if for people who don't know, Rita's Willie's wife, Xander's mum. So what does Rita think of the fact that you two have got a podcast?
She likes it, as far as I know. She's always talking to us, asking what we got going on, or if we're doing anything for it.
Trying to give us ideas and stuff too.
So, I'd definitely say, yeah, she's on the side of it.
So have
She
you guys ever thought about like maybe like doing more father and son content together? Because obviously you got the podcast and you cosplay together, and you're also like in you know. Wait, is Willie in Xander's storylines? Because I know Xander's voice acts for Willie, but does Willie voice act for Xander?
He does for one.
Yes, I am Ganondorf.
He's Ganon in Universe 919. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about doing other types of videos together? Or have you wanted to do other types of videos together?
Not really. I mean,
We've talked about it before, but like that's all. It basically is just an open and shut case of let's talk about this and
yeah,
nothing
then
else really
okay,
happened.
well, we can look at it, doing it, and then, like typical with Xander here, nothing else comes from it.
Bite me.
Yeah, so Xander, how's that Myth Talk podcast you're doing? Oh, wait.
Oh, fucking bite me, Ty.
You're too scrawny. One, you're too scrawny. One, you're too scrawny. Two, vegetarian. And three, no offense, I don't think I can better handle American meat. That's all I'm saying.
Number 4, don't speak to your uncle that way.
I will speak to him whatever way I want because he's a jackass to me.
Hey, your father gave me full permission.
Here, I don't give you permission to be that much of a jackass.
Nobody gives time.
Says you.
It's true, no one does give Ty permission, but he's Ty, so he doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't need permission.
Oh Lord.
Whoa, now, okay, that sounded... Whoa, okay, hang on, rewind that. That sounded way wrong.
Red flag! We got a red flag on the play. Red flag. Hold up.
Hold on,
Rewind.
I respect people's boundaries, and I need permission for some things. I'm just gonna see police sirens fly past my window now. If you hear like commotion and hear the word you're under arrest or you get on the floor, then just leave me be.
FBI, get on the floor.
Government's always listening. Well, it wouldn't be FBI.
Oh, it wouldn't be FBI.
Yeah, they wouldn't have FBI.
We have FBI. What would it be for you?
CIA, I think.
We have CIA.
So we have the CIA.
But yeah, we don't have FBI. That's more of an American thing.
Yeah.
Saying that though, it's Craig. For all we know, I could have some weird ass Russians busting into my room and trying to,
Japanese, remember?
You know, it's the Japanese.
Japanese. They're spying on us.
You're just gonna have Shinobi just break into your house.
Yeah, putting kunais where they shouldn't be put.
They'll just throw like tranquilizer darts and stuff at you.
Yeah, but fucking me and tranquilizers have a dodgy history. So
The NCA.
Oh, they have the NCA of the FBI. That's your equivalent of the FBI, Ty. The NCA, the National Crime Agency.
Yep.
See, that's how much I don't care about people's boundaries. I don't care who the people will be after me.
Well, again, rethink your words there, buddy.
I wonder if they have a criminal minds unit. BAU?
BAU, Behavioral Analysis Unit.
Okay. Anyways,
wait,
back to
hang on. Did Xander just say something smart?
I know what things mean, Ty.
No, we were literally just watching Criminal Minds, dude. So.
That too.
Willie, psst, he's getting too smart. You're gonna have to put this one down and order a new one.
No, I'll just switch him out with one of the multiversal ones.
Or just build a new
still
one.
has an arm.
Or just build a new one. You guys always say I'm a robot, so you can just build a new one.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's the thing. We've made it so every Xander in the multiverse of the Free Range Bros stories, we've made it so Xander's always losing an arm. Xander, if you had to lose an arm, Which arm would you lose, and how would you lose it?
Neither.
That's not an option here. He's saying if you had to lose an arm, which arm would you want to lose? And
I'd say my left arm because I don't use that other than driving. So it'd probably be a driving accident.
Because I think, Xander from 113, he's lost his left arm. And I think I made Elias lose his left arm.
Yep, it's the running joke that my left arm is the one that gets
yeah,
lost all
because
the time.
Universe 19, Xander lost his arm too.
Yep.
Huh, I wonder if that means they're gonna make Joe lose his arm.
Because you, Ty,
No,
made me lose an arm.
no, it was not Ty that started the running joke. It was me that started the running joke.
But Ty made me lose an arm in his story because my arm got blown off.
Yeah, well,
Um,
universe goes boom.
And then you started the running joke of every Xander loses an arm.
Technically speaking, no, Joe wouldn't lose an arm because we've made it so every Xander of the but you've already done it to Xander in Universe 19, and Marvel Universe 19 is Universe 19.
Yeah, fair. So Joe's safe.
Yay!
So Joe's safe.
One of my characters.
He can
One
fake.
of my characters isn't missing an arm.
He can lose a leg.
No. Have him lose. Yeah,
A male body part?
the male body part. Have him lose that instead.
How?
That be, have that be blown off.
Let's
Become a
not.
leg.
Let's not.
There's our word for the day, everybody. Eunuch. Don't know what it is? Look it up.
I'm gonna have to make Xander lose an arm again in Universe 113 when I reestablish the universe again and restart it. I'm gonna have to.
I hate you.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's
he's
part of
restarting.
Universe 113. Xander is the one who started the whole losing
Yeah,
an arm thing. When I restart the universe and Xander's there again, I'm not just gonna be able to go, oh yeah, he's got both arms this time. It was no, he needs to lose an arm.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of attached to having an arm.
Oh, Lord.
It'll be amusing, but I am changing the way it happens. I'm still keeping the explosion, but I don't know if I'm gonna have it's your arms like the only thing poking out of a storm cellar fucking door, because I don't know how silly that sounds. So I have to rethink the way you lose your arm, in a sense.
Alrighty then.
Saying that, actually, the next time we do within the writers' room, I'll mention the new Universe 113.
Yeah.
That's a cold gene.
Yeah. Old Gene.
Sorry, I was scrolling through Facebook as we're talking, and there was a picture somebody has that makes Val Kilmer's Batman suit look good on a Jean Grey.
Let's say it's a very tight Jean Grey.
She's cold.
Yeah, it's a very tight suit on Jean.
Oh,
I don't want to know.
but you do. So I'm just gonna come back and
So we're just gonna go send it to you real quick.
No, thank you. So,
I'm gonna send it.
just
There we
because you sent something to me doesn't mean I have to look at it.
I can send it
So-
to your Discord.
I mean, you can send it to friggin' the Ranger Bros group chat too on Messengers.
Send it to Craig.
The Ranger Council, you can send it to that.
I wouldn't send it to Craig. You'll be sending it to some weird Japanese dude, and he'll mostly just sit there and have a quick wank whilst looking at it.
Probably.
She-Ra.
She-Ra and her horse. Nico Robin.
Anyway,
So-
back on.
You've had me on Neektalk, and you've had the Zed Hero a lot. Is there anyone else in our group that you want to have on?
Well, you give us somebody, so
Yeah.
Xander and I have been talking about getting him on.
Wait,
And
I
talk-
gave you somebody?
Yes,
Oh, it's the person we play Marvel Rebels with.
you came up with the idea because me and him were yammering on about My Hero.
Oh, Anthony, right, okay. I'm starting thinking, what the fuck are you talking about?
So yeah, we want to get Anthony on. Of course, we want to get Mark on, A Crown,
Jared.
all the guys, because we'll have
Ranger Road
Good luck.
Studio on at one point or another.
Good luck on trying to get Jared. He's busy until like June.
Well, I know he's got Aisha coming on next.
Oh, he does?
Ashley. Right?
Yeah, it's Ashley. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ashley. Yeah, because it's Turbo Zeo
Wolverine
Yellow
Sonic?
and Turbo Yellow.
What was a Wolverine Sonic that I saw?
But yeah, it'd be cool to see you guys have different people on. Is there
Yeah.
anyone? Is there anyone like that isn't part of our group that is like kind of in our circle? Like people that we may know that you kind of want on.
We haven't really talked about it. I mean, we want to get other guests on like you do and like Jared does, but neither one of us have the confidence to talk to people.
Yeah, we haven't really like talked about it.
We have literally, between me and him, we've interviewed 2 people, 2 cosplayers, and we have yet to use that footage.
Yeah.
Well, I think Beauty Balbiago would be kind of cool.
Oh, I would love to, get her on.
Yeah.
I've never actually physically talked to her, so that would be cool. Or them.
Well, she uploaded a video on our YouTube talking to Kevlock. I don't know if you and she put up a snippet of it on our TikTok, and I commented going, "I'd love to do this," because obviously I've interviewed her, so she knows who I am and everything. And she said that she'll put my name down on the list. So she's going to contact me in the next couple of weeks and give me the topic. So that'd be kind of cool. And then I might have roped her into answering some questions for the Free Ranger Bro Studios TikTok.
She's in the crossover too, though, right?
Eh?
She's in the crossover, isn't she? Aren't they in the crossover? Chicken Ranger?
Yes, yeah. So, I actually messaged her. What day are we on Saturday? I messaged her Wednesday night for me, so it'll be evening time for you guys. And I asked her if she's still willing to do lines for me, and if she's down to kind of answering questions and giving me video responses that I can put on the 300 Bro TikTok. And she was like, yes, 110%. And then all she asked was to give her a deadline, because if I don't give her a deadline, she'll just procrastinate and never do it. I was like, yep, that's totally fine. I can give you a deadline. That's cool. I've
You don't
just
work with a teenager like that.
Oh, bite me.
so yeah, I'm using her Chicken Ranger. She's also given me access to the audio file she used when she did her morphin sequence, so I can actually put the morphin sequence in the crossover, which would be really cool as well. So yeah, she's cool. I like Beauty Barbie, or James, should I say? Just easy to call her James. She's really cool. I just love the how much knowledge she knows, and she's always like down to answering questions, and
She commented on your video you made about
low car,
Oh.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I tagged you, Billy, and then Kevlock and James, because I thought you guys would appreciate it. Because I'm doing more. I've got one more video to edit where I'm talking about how the adaptation works between Sentai and Power Rangers. I just don't know what seasons do. There's like so many seasons. I'm just lost. So like, I may get one of you guys to pick a season. Just give me a Ranger season, and I may then just see how many videos I can get out of that season. So I may pick one of the boys to give me a season. It was just fun. I don't even know why I picked Lokar. Oh no, I didn't pick Lokar. I actually went through Die Satan, and I thought to myself, hang on, he looks familiar. Why do I know this floating head? And then it was Lokar. But yeah, I just like the whole adaptation thing. I think it's interesting, so that's why I started doing that. A lot of people don't really dive into the Sentai; they just stick to Power Rangers. So you might even learn something cool. You mean learn something a bit odd or wacky? Why not?
Why not?
But yeah, she's one thing I like about James as well, she's really good at cosplaying in the sense of she does like casual characters. Like she's done Power Rangers, but she'll cosplay as like she cosplays as Bridge, but it's Bridge, not the Green SPD Ranger. If that makes sense.
Yes, I know what you're saying. She does more human forms than she does their Ranger forms.
Yeah. So I like it though. It's really interesting. It's like you've got Eric Von Connors, but then you've also got normal. Like where he's not in his vampire form. and things like that. So they got Jason, they got his more form, and it's kind of cool to when people do that sort of stuff. How many cosplays do you guys actually have together? Like actual, like you both cosplay from the same thing.
hold on, Tyler.
I gotta pull up my list. Let me find it.
I gotta pull up my list.
I don't even remember how many I have.
Hey, if you guys need to count for a second, crack the fuck on. I'm good waiting.
Well, I don't have to count. I just gotta pull it up. I gotta find it.
We gotta pull. I have mine pulled up already.
And then we gotta do math. Where did I put it? Did I put it in?
Wasn't it on your phone? Wasn't it in
No,
like a docs or
playlist
something?
right there. Right here. I currently have
47.
Nope. That's not accurate. 48.
48.
Kronos.
Oh yeah, 48.
Kronos isn't on here. My OC.
67.
So between the two of us, we have 67.
Between the two of us, we have 67 because you have 48. I have 19.
Okay, so
Right.
out of those 67, how many of them are from the same thing? So like you
That
both
would be on your list,
you both cosplay Power Rangers. That's one, for example.
Yeah.
I'd be comparing up your list because
So we have Naruto together.
Naruto, X-Men,
X-Men,
Power
One
Rangers,
Piece, Power
One Piece.
Rangers, Fairy Tail,
Fairy Tail, Eden
Eden
Zero.
Zero.
Is that it? No, has been.
Has been, yeah. Yep.
So that's 8 right there.
Jujutsu.
Jujutsu.
My hero, yeah.
So that's 10. We already said X-Men.
Wait, I don't. Wait, hold on. What the?
What? What are you holding on?
I don't have a certain person on here. Now that I think about it.
You don't have a Shadow Hunter, which you can actually
I
make a Shadow Hunter.
don't have my Shoto on here.
You could easily make a Shadow Hunter.
I don't have my
But we don't
Shoto
have
Todoroki
That
written on
one.
here.
You don't have anything from SAO. You don't have anything from Inuyasha. You don't have anything from Kingdom Hearts. You don't have anything from Voltron. We already said One Piece.
Yeah.
We already said X-Men.
So actually make that 68.
Technically, you had a DC one, but you don't have it anymore. Because you had a Superboy, but you don't have it anymore. But we are working on a Robin one for you.
Yeah.
Wait, how come you don't have that anymore?
The Superboy? This shirt doesn't fit anymore.
Yeah, I lost the shirt and it doesn't fit anymore, so we gotta fix that.
And it wasn't the right Superboy shirt anyways. It was a actual Superman logo, the
Actually,
yellow and blue
66.
logo, with a black shirt.
Actually, it's 66 because those are all the cosplays I do right there.
And you have a Power Ranger one.
Yep.
You have Eden Zero. We do not have Black Clover together.
Nope.
Because we've talked about that one. We talked about getting you the so you could do
Yeah.
we have Fairy Tail together.
Yep.
We have Soul. Well, we don't have Soul Eater together because if we did, you'd do Black Star. Or no,
No, I did
Kid. That's right. Mikao was Black Star. You don't have anybody from Fruit Basket.
Nope.
You have Shoto.
Yep.
You don't have anybody from P5, which
Nope.
we actually
We're
a
working
prop
on it,
for
yeah.
but we don't have it.
I have the mask for it.
You have nobody from Sailor Moon.
Nope.
Nobody from He-Man.
Nope.
Nobody from Star Trek.
Nope.
Nobody from Food Wars.
Nope.
No Beetlejuice.
Nope.
No Digimon.
Nope.
No Death Note.
Nope.
Oh, Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Because you have Doc Brown.
I have Doc Brown. I just haven't really done much with it.
Yeah, you have Doc Brown. And I have Marty McFly. Has been hotel.
Which is funny because Xander's the younger one.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I like it, but it's funny.
67, counting Doc Brown and everything.
You have Lucifer from Hasbin.
Yep.
Have Hasbin Hotel in Common, Kakashi, and Naruto. You don't have anybody from Princess Bride. You don't have your own Doctor Who character.
Nope.
Which you could actually make your own master. That'd be kind of cool.
I do want to get someone from Princess Bride though, because I want to get Inigo Montoya.
Inigo Montoya.
Inigo Montoya.
We said Jujutsu Kaisen, because
Yep.
Gojo.
Gojo and Yuji.
We don't have anybody from Danny Phantom.
Nope.
We don't have anybody from
Don to Don.
Don to Don yet, because we talked about getting you a GG.
Yeah, GG. We've talked about getting you a thing from Chainsaw Man.
Yes, we have. You don't have anything from Epic.
Nope,
but
not
you
yet.
do want to do.
I'm gonna
No,
be
you want to
Hermes.
do Hermes, and I thought you wanted to do Telemachus also.
Yeah, we talked about doing a Telemachus.
You don't have anything from
MASH, no.
Mesh.
Haven't even watched it yet.
You don't have
I'm gonna
anything-
be doing a Hades from...
Yeah, you wanted to do Hades from Hades Town.
From Hades Town, yeah.
And then you never made an OC for
League of Legends, I haven't
League of
watched
Legends,
it.
yeah.
Haven't watched it. Arcane.
So there you go. There's your answer. I don't know if you counted all of them. Tom.
Yeah. There's 67 in common and... Well, not in common. 67 altogether.
Like 14, 15 together?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Although I do plan on also making a... that's one that I just now remember that I want to make is a... Klein.
So, one you could do that would be kind of fun for Digimon. If somebody else would get off his butt and make his Digimon cosplay.
Hey,
Hi.
it's in. At least I'm working on it. What's Xander doing?
Hey.
It's called I'm trying to do shit, but...
You could do a TK
Yeah, true, I could.
or a Davis. But I think
Davis.
TK
I like
would
Davis.
be cooler.
I think it's Klein from SAO.
Klein, if I'm not mistaken. Which Klein?
Well, if you must know,
The SAO version of
if you must know, cosplay family of mine, I actually have a cosplay in the post, waiting to come to my house. So fuck the pair of you.
Is it a certain green suited cosplay?
It might be a very green suited cosplay.
Rock.
Paper,
Rock Lee. Oh, Rock Lee.
maybe.
And then if he just gets a vest, he could do Guy
Sensei
Sensei.
too.
The only
So,
thing that's different from Rock Lee's is Guy
The
has
vest.
the vest. Yeah.
so I did order it like 8 months ago, and it came through, but the parcel was damaged. They left it outside of my house. It rained all day. I didn't know it was outside. They didn't tell me or anything. The post around here is absolutely wank. It rained, like, when I say rain, I mean we had a really bad day. Like, I know America's weather is different to the UK, but to us, it was like torrential downpour. And so the parcel flooded and broke, and the damage to the parcel already damaged what was inside. And so the all-in-one green thing was torn slightly, and then the damage to... Okay, it's not bands, it's a sleeve, but they're to represent, his arm, the bandages that he puts on his arms.
Yeah.
They got so wet, they changed colour. They went like a creamy colour, because it got like ruined by the rain. So I sent it back and I told Amazon what the fuck happened and told about the postman and stuff. So they refunded me the money, but that then went to something we did for Logan in summer holidays. So then now I'm at the point where I can purchase it again. And I've also now told Amazon where to put it if there is no answer at the door, which is in my shed. And so hopefully they'll do that. So if I don't hear the door, if I'm not here when it arrives, then I should be safe. So yeah, parcel around here are disgusting. I'm also in the process of making Matt and then a very specific cosplay, which Willie knows about, but that is going to take some time to create.
The ginger bin one? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, the one that's going to get me so much flack on TikTok, I cannot fucking wait.
I actually have a very good excuse on why I haven't messed with any cosplays yet.
Hold on. Your cosplay came wet and then it rained? Did I understand that?
Or did it come and then it rained and got all wet and destroyed?
Because the weirdest thing is, my Kakashi, when I got it, was unopened, but it was soaked.
It was.
Oh my god. Paradise shit!
I mean, it was sopping.
It was so man. But yeah, I have a very good excuse. It's called I'm saving up for prom shit.
Yeah, I mean, okay, fair enough. That's a fair excuse, I guess.
You know,
Why don't you cosplay for prom?
Yeah.
I'm already kind of doing that because the theme is casino-esque, so I'm just going in like a casino-esque outfit.
Well,
Like
you dress up as has-been hotel characters.
fuck no, man.
What's more casino than
I
hell?
live in the fucking country with a bunch of stupid ass hicks. I'm not gonna cosplay to my fucking school prom. I would get kicked out and beat the shit out of immediately.
I wasn't allowed to go to my prom. I got grounded.
I wish I got grounded.
Oh my god. Hey, you don't have to go.
I do go technically because someone fucking asked me and I'm just like, well, fuck, I don't like saying no. So
I didn't know somebody asked you.
yeah, they were talking about prom and I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna go. And they looked at me and they're just like, oh, you want to go with me? I'm like,
Xander, I hate to break it to you. They asked you out of pity.
yeah, probably.
Probably. Knowing his school and the reputation he's got because of me? Probably.
Yeah, I still find that ridiculous, man. The fact that he gets slack because his dad's on TikTok. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
No, it's not just because of him anymore. It's also because I do shit too.
Yeah, because you're a cosplayer now too?
Yeah, no, because you remember that one day that I was cleaning out my car?
Yeah.
I had ran out to my car for whatever reason, because it was also a day that we were going to record.
Okay.
And fucking, it was a Friday. There was people parked, the bus had stopped out in front of our house, because that's a bus stop for little kids.
Yeah.
And so many of those kids fucking rolled down the window of the bus and were just yelling out, "Oh my god, Cosplay Son, I love your fucking videos. I'm your biggest fan," trying to be an asshole and shit. And I'm just sitting here paying attention to what the fuck I was trying to do.
I'd just give them the peace sign and be like, cool.
So they were just
Good for you.
yelling at me. Yeah, and I'm just like, okay,
Good for you. I'm glad you're a fan.
cool. Glad you know what the fuck I am. I guess.
One thing that when it comes to that sort of stuff, my little brother Kay, or Freddy, as people know, when he was doing YouTube properly, he was in high school. So for him, he'd have been about 15ish, 14, something like that. And when people found that he did gaming and live streaming and stuff, yeah, he got bullied a lot for that. So it's not just America. Don't worry, it's the UK too. I'm so glad I started doing content when I was 17.
Bullying is everywhere.
Bullying sucks.
There's no getting away from it.
People can suck my nards if they want to bully someone.
People are just going to be people.
I had the most fantastic comment today, and I've approved it because I can't wait to respond. The comment went as follows. By the time this podcast episode out, I've already responded, but the comment goes as follows: you get no traction, so you may as well give up.
Oh, I saw that comment.
And I'm sat there thinking, so let me get this straight. You're saying that if someone gets no attention for something, they should give up. How the fuck do you think any music, any movie, any TV show, anything ever got created in the fucking first place?
It's also funny how so many people are just like, "Oh my god, you're never gonna get any attention. You're never gonna get views or anything commenting on videos and shit." And it's just like, if you don't want this to get views or if you don't want to get this to get attention or anything, then why the fuck are you gonna comment on it? Because that's just pushing it out there more.
Well, see, this is where I'm still really confused, because apparently I googled it literally today, and TikTok still says you need 1,000 followers and approval over the age of 18 to go live on TikTok. Yet I'm not even at 200 yet, and I can now go live on TikTok. I've been live 3 times now. And I'm like, how?
I
And like,
am only at 534 followers and I can go live.
well, on my original account, I was able to go live at 842. So, like, that, to me, that makes more sense. 842 makes more sense than 500 and something and 100 or something. Like, you know, I think it's traction. Being someone on my live was talking. He's called Ethan. He's actually pretty cool. He likes Power Rangers and stuff. And, we were talking today about how maybe it's traction. Maybe that's the rule now. Maybe it's not 1,000 followers and Google just hasn't updated. Maybe it's a case of traction. Like, how many comments do you get? How often do you like interact with your followers? And how many views are you getting? You know, and cosplay does do pretty well on TikTok. You know, shockingly, I actually got on my Ben 10 video where it's me and I basically quote the end of season 2 of Alien Force. That's all I did, is just say the last thing Ben 10 said. But that got like 6.8 thousand. That's like my most viewed cosplay video now. That was shocking.
My most viewed is my like full debut of first ever video I did of Blaze, my Percy Jackson OC, the second version of him. And once I was able to go live, it was actually after making a good bit of comments of people being an asshole to you on that one video, that one fucking dude.
Oh, he's still around.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he every single video I upload now, I delete the comments. But every single video, he now is attacking me because I can't be a true Pokemon fan unless I can name 10 Pokemon.
Oh, now it's Pokemon.
Now it's Pokemon.
Yeah. Now it's Pokemon. Yeah, he's completely. I think Willie scared him because Willie keeps on bringing up the fact that he doesn't cosplay, and I think that scared him now. So I think he's now attacking me for liking Pokemon.
Can he name at least 10 Pokemon?
Dude, I could name about 20, but you know, off the top of my head, give me a chance to think about it, I can mostly name you like 50.
I'm not even a Pokemon fan, and I can name 10.
Yeah. Can he name at least one Pokemon from every single gen there is? I don't know if you could do that, Ty, but
I could name one Pokemon for every generation, I think. There's 9 generations, so there's only 9 Pokemon, but I think I could. Oh, look, there you go. I just checked on my latest one, the low-carb video, 2 hours ago. Name 10 Pokemon equals Pokemon fan. Don't name 10 Pokemon equals loser.
Name 10 Pokemon equals... Oh my god, this dude.
Just wow.
I was really tempted because he also said that my son. He also said that I should get Logan to do it, and I was really tempted to get Logan to do it because Logan can't easily name 10 Pokemon, and he's only 6. Fuck me, my kid's 6. That's weird to say. But it would be. I was just for a moment very tempted to go, Logan, come here. There's a bully on TikTok that is mean to Daddy, and he says you can't name 10 Pokemon. Do you want to name 10 Pokemon? And guarantee now you'd say yeah and do it as well. But yeah, I just thought, no, I won't. But I wanted to, just for a moment. There's a slither of me that really fucking wanted to own that guy's ass.
I would have, honestly.
Mark commented on your video.
Yeah, I just approved it. Because I just checked. I got told my live last night. Someone was like, "Why have you got so you have to approve all your comments?" I'm like, because I've had death threats. I've had someone threaten to find my house and stab me. I've had rape threats for my missus. Someone threatened to kidnap my son. I've had all sorts of crap. So yeah, I'm approving every comment. Don't like it, don't be around. It's not hard.
One who gave him the idea to start approving comments years ago. Oh, wait. That was me!
Actually, no, the reason why I started approving comments was because fucking, what's it called? Fucking, when I started my TikTok account, I wasn't allowed to not approve them because I was new. And then, it said, I think I did like 2 videos, and then it told me that I can change all my settings, and I was like, okay, let's look for the settings. And I was like, yeah, okay, you know, people can stitch, I don't care. People can do it at me, I don't care. You know, all that bollocks. You know, this, that, and the other. And then it says, hey, do you want to have, you know, prove comment, da, da, da. I was like, do I really want to go for this bollocks again? I may turn it off eventually, it depends, but going off the last time when I only had, I was 100 away from 4,000. I wasn't that far away from 4,000, and yeah, the amount of comments I deleted a day was horrendous. Like, I'm talking about like hundreds as well. And I think it's easier to approve than actually going on through and deleting everyone. At least this way I just click on click on my comments and it pops up and it's like, hey, you've got X amount of comments. It's just, okay, which ones do I want to make public or not? Which is weird because currently, and it's not just on my phone, it's on my iPhone as well. But if I click on my comments, it'll say like, oh, you got 8 comments. But if when I click on review comments, I've got exactly the same comments just duplicated. And if I delete one, it deletes both of them. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it. It's on my iPhone as well. It's not just on my phone. And it's on my PC too. So I don't know if it's my account or whether it's just TikTok being a cunt or what. I don't know. But like, it's really strange. I've actually got 4 approved comments to approve because I've got 4 comments up on my video. And if I delete one, it deletes both. It's so strange. I don't get it. TikTok's having an orgasm or having a schizophrenic episode or having an epileptic fit or something. I don't know.
TikTok is just fucking weird.
So like you then?
Yes, Ty. TikTok is like me. It's weird.
TikTok is TikTok. Just another platform to use.
Yeah, I've given up on fucking Clapper, whatever the fuck it was called. I gave up on that. It's just full of porn.
It's still on there, but I don't do anything.
I haven't deleted my account or anything, but I don't.
I didn't
I'm
delete
good.
my account either, but I haven't done anything. I've deleted the app. I don't touch the app.
Well, I've just checked. Apparently, I'm at 94 followers on Clapper, and my last video did 88 views. The video before that, which was the conversation, I turned into a short between me, you, Kay, and all that. Where it's Marvel Rivals. That's got 702, and that's the last 2 videos I uploaded. So I can't be bothered for Clapper. It's full of, like I said, porn, basically.
Yes. Agreed.
Because even though I've turned off, you can turn off the not safe for work content. You can mute it. I'm still getting not safe to work adjacent. And I'm like, no, stop it. I don't want it.
I don't need to see these things.
Yeah.
It's strange. So, Xander, I know you have something to upload to Universe 919. Do you have any more? I know you're slow. I'm not mocking you here. I'm just curious. Do you have any plans for 919?
Yeah, I actually do have a few more plans because I've been workshopping ideas for different book series and different shows and stuff to adapt into Power Rangers or just continue on with. Dad and I actually were workshopping an idea at one point of a crossover event.
Oh, yeah.
Between 2 stories.
Yeah, Shadowhunters and Percy Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Crossing the
Well,
storyline.
I should have another chapter for 919 in May. I'm writing throughout April, and I want to do 919 because I want to get to the point where everyone can morph. Oh, sorry, it's Sentai, so it's not morphing. It's
Henshin.
No, because that's Kamen Rider.
Isn't it Power Rangers too? Or Sentai say Henshin too?
Mm-hmm.
Could have sworn.
Not always.
Henshin
Sometimes they don't, because the Mighty Morphin Sentai is Dino Buckler. Which they say so funny a lot. They say it so aggressive, really aggressive. It's so amusing.
I know. Here after this, I plan on recording the line I have for you, that video for you as well, and probably start recording my 919 story.
So you've got Legend of Zelda, you've got Percy Jackson. I'm doing Naruto.
There is Percy Jackson. I have Legend of Zelda. You have Naruto for me, and then I have the Doom Rider one shot.
Oh, and didn't we put Cyberman on there?
Not yet, because you haven't got me that stuff yet.
No. Oh.
But yeah,
I was
Dad
gonna
also.
say, I was going to say if Willie had I was going to ask if Willie had a story there.
Yeah, he wrote a story that I don't think he's sent me the stuff yet to put on there.
Yeah, I readapted Cyberman. Oh, I sent it to you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what you do with Percy Jackson. That's going to be an interesting one because I like Percy Jackson. So,
Yeah.
Are you going off the books? Is that like
Yeah, I'm going on what it is it's actually a continuation of the books.
Gridman, sorry. I was
Gridman.
going off Gridman.
But yeah, I still don't have anything of it. But what it is
There too.
I'm going off of like a continuation of the books where Percy and Annabeth are basically running the camp now because it's been a while since Mr. D has been relieved of his duties.
Wait, are they also gonna become Power Rangers?
Mm-mm. No, this is just a straight continuation.
Okay. So, because originally when we discussed it, like I think on my podcast, like the last time I had you on, yeah, you were just gonna merge everything with Power Rangers, so I thought that's what you did.
Yeah, that was the original plan for 919, but then I was like, well, there's a lot of things that I like and just want to continue on, but don't want to mess with it to make them Power Rangers. So I started writing this one, which if I hold on, I can tell you what I titled it. Percy Jackson: Legacy of the Half-Bloods.
Fair. Yeah. See, like I can kind of see why Willie did Marvel in Universe 19 as well, because then the universe can expand more. You've got different types of storylines. It would make for very interesting storyline crossovers if they ever wanted to. So when I read the Universe 113, I'm going to expand it into more than just Power Rangers as well. Not too entirely sure what I'm doing yet. But yeah, I will. I want to expand it as well.
Well, I know one that's going on it.
Eh?
Isn't My Hero?
Yeah, you've got My Hero Academia. Yeah. That's going on there.
My Hero Academia. My story where Deku comes back. He doesn't actually. Oh, okay, never mind. I won't do spoiler alert.
I was gonna say, don't spoiler it. Don't spoil
I've got. I do have a few ideas. I was kind of thinking maybe the universe that I was gonna do 7 something or other, where I had like my own cyber force. I had like the alternate version of the Uchiha clan, which me and Sandra spoke about, and stuff like that. I was thinking maybe just making that universe 113 and doing 113 with all that stuff. So I might do that, which does give me some more things to play with.
Yeah. And also having so much stuff on, like so many different universes in the same podcast universe helps. So then if you ever like get burnt out of writing one thing, like you get burnt out of just writing a lot of Power Ranger stuff, you can just pivot to be like, okay, now we're gonna just write a good bunch of Percy Jackson stuff.
See, that's kind of like why I like having the Universe podcast as well, because on Tiger Tales it uploads on 2 different channels because there's some first person and some third person. But like as soon as I'm up to date, which I am so close to being up to date now, I've got to do the Putty Invasion, and then after the Putty Invasion, I've got 5 chapters left on Tiger Tales and like 2, maybe 3 on Tiger Tales Lost Stories. I'm also like binge uploading. Like I upload 2 to 3 chapters a day. Like when I do upload on there, so I'm not doing it one at a time. Mark's doing 1 each week. That would kill me. I've got too much to upload. That's not happening. But I want to get up to date because I have chapters ready to edit with all the lines and stuff to upload in May, which is Mutants of Fire and War Against Gotham. I'm working on the next Red Lantern thanks to Willie. I've got a new story thanks to Willie. So like they're all going to be ready to upload in May, which means then the podcast also gets uploaded. But because it's all different storylines, I don't need to worry about being burnt out for one of them. Let's say I can't be bothered to write Mutants for Hire for a couple of months. Hey, guess what? I've got like 9 other stories that I can write. The podcast isn't gonna go anywhere. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's not gonna go bye-bye. It's still gonna be there.
Still gonna be there. Yep. I mean, honestly, if you wanted to, you could also put. I could send you my Perseus stuff, and you could put that on one of your channels.
Speaking of which, one of your new stories that you got coming out that a certain person has a certain shark.
Yeah.
She's actually quite excited about it.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about it yesterday on the way home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've written chapter 1, and there isn't any action in it whatsoever. It's literally just Ruthie's day, like a normal day with Ruthie. And then she's got 2 friends, which is a nod to Universe 19. And I also think you've done it in 2 different ways in Universe 19, and I think you've also put it in my Universe, I think. Anyway, I think I could be wrong. Don't hold me to that. And then I've also got, like, she hangs out with Jeff. Her dad's a field medic for Shield. Her mum's a doctor. She's got all her siblings, and they're all moved out and doing their own thing. I've hinted at 2 of them. And then right at the end, there's like a tease for something, which I might make its own storyline because I do kind of like the idea a little bit. But that means it'd be kind of cool to have like just a small set of stories, which is just revolved around Ruthie and her family, But yeah, that's kind of fun. I do like that. I'm working on chapter 2. I just don't know how I want it to end. I don't know whether to make it normal again, because this one is just normal, or whether I have an idea for something suspenseful, something a bit more. It's normal. It's not like someone's, destroying the city or anything, but I've added some suspenseful elements to a storyline, a plot that it will come up. But it could actually happen in real life to somebody. I'm not making it like superhero-esque or anything. But yeah, having Jeff is great too. I just like the fact that I've got Jeff running around. And Ruth, you can understand it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, she. We were talking. Like I said, we were talking about it the other day, and she was like, "Oh, I get all the cool pets."
Yeah, she was. She was like, "Oh my god, I get all the cool pets!" And then we were talking about how we were trying to I think it was either you said that Ty was trying to.
Yeah, Ty's trying to bring all you kids.
Bring all the kids, yeah.
Into his universe.
So I've got Mikhail and Kylie sorted, and then I've got to do Angelique and Xander. I think I have an idea of Angelique. I don't know if it would work. I have to look back on what I've written, because I don't know if I've done something that won't make it work, but I don't think I have. So I think I have an idea of Angelique. I could be wrong. But yeah, Xander, I'm still trying to figure out where to put you. But saying that, for Universe 113, I do kind of want to do Cyberforce and do what Willie's done with Cyberforce, where, use you kids, but instead of having Fred and Violet, I wouldn't better use Violet anyway, because, there's only one princess of the Cyber Realm. I mean, if I did use Violet, it wouldn't be Princess Violet. And then I don't want to use Fred, because I like that idea, the fact that it's Fred from the Mighty Morphin movies, and I don't want to copy that. It's such a good idea. So I was like, okay, I won't use Fred and Violet. I'm thinking of maybe changing Izzy into Kylie, and then just having the 5 siblings as Cyberforce. And like just making it your Cyberforce just in Universe 113.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I'm still tinkering with it.
I mean, I currently only have one of my siblings in any stories, and that's Kylie in my Percy Jackson. I've added her in there, and
Yeah, you want to talk about that? What you're saying there?
it's funny because originally I was just adding her in there, and she was supposed to be like just basically like a best friend-esque person to the main character, aka my character of Pyros. And ChatGPT, because I use ChatGPT to make my stuff sound better and sound more fluid and everything. ChatGPT decided to make it sound like she was the girlfriend to Pyros. So now I'm just running with it.
He kept it.
I kept it. I don't care.
That's what's freaking hilarious. Is he kept it? I'm like, You kept that your character's gonna be dating your sister.
Okay. In the universe, they're not siblings. They're just related because they're technically
Okay, I'm gonna make one joke, and I apologize in advance. But can I just say, Percy Jackson is based off mythology, and we all know that in mythology they're fine fucking each other.
Yeah, they're cousins. Freaking Percy and
Technically.
Annabeth are cousins.
Yeah, you guys
Exactly my point.
You guys are not wrong. So.
And the funny thing is, Annabeth's mom fucking hates Percy. Because of
Yeah,
what
that's
her
true.
dad did. Because of what Percy's dad did.
Yeah, it's very true. But yeah, this is kind of why I'm excited to have a month off, because at the minute, over the course of the next couple of days, I'm going to be editing what I have, because one of my issues I've figured out is when I binge write and I take time off and I just write everything, those chapters just stay there. I wrote a chapter of something, I think it was, that's it, Gambit versus the Rhino Ranger Part 2. Willie had gave me those lines months ago. I think it's actually around about December time that I got those lines. That chapter's still sat there waiting to be uploaded, edited and uploaded. That's my issue. So I binge write everything, and then I'm just like, yeah, they can just sit there, that's fine. So this time round, I'm writing, recording, and then editing. If I need to send lines, I'll send lines. Obviously, like Red Lantern, I'll need to send lines to Jordan. But so like I'm gonna edit what I've got. I've got plenty to edit. Most of them require lines, so it'd take me a hot minute. But like, for example, today's Saturday, so tomorrow's Sunday, and I've got a whole day to myself. Nia and Logan aren't back until like 8 p.m. my time, so I'm just gonna spend the day recording chapters, editing them together, get them scheduled for May, and then throughout April, then I can write, record, edit, and just hopefully I'll have something for all 7 Tiger Tales channels. Whilst then also keeping the universe, making sure that's up to date. So hopefully by May, all Tiger Tales will be in full swing. That's my plan. Which also then makes it so I've got something for Nostalgia Time, I've got something for Marvel Universe 19, I've got something for Power Rangers Universe 19, I've got something for Universe 919. I can literally, it's not just Tiger Tales that gets affected.
Yeah. I mean, once I'm able to get this recorded for Percy, I'm actually gonna start sitting down and writing both for Power Rangers, A Link Between Dimensions, and Percy. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do Percy.
Well, you say this, I've been listening to you talk about Percy for the last couple months. So
Hey, I'm really into Percy Jackson, okay? I've been like re-listening / rereading all of the books.
I love it. Nobody heard what I said. That's
I
great.
didn't hear what you said.
what did you say?
Guy said, how you gonna do Percy Jackson? And I said, with a toy, preferably.
With my shoulder! I know!
That's funny.
Being a-
But yeah, it's. I think it's kind of cool how Mark's got his Universe 20 up to date now. Like I think he said he's up to like June now or something, which is very cool. Willie's now got this whole 1 month dedicated to one section of stories, which it seems to be working. You do keep me updated and everything. You've got like a couple chapters sorted and ready to go, aren't you? By this point,
Yeah, I just gotta record them. And I gotta work on X-Men and Wild Cards. Oh, well, and fix that one we talked about.
yeah. So like that's working. I've got stuff going on. I think the only one lacking is Akron. I think he's the only one that hasn't managed to do anything.
Yeah, but
think,
he's been quiet lately. I'm not mistaken.
Well, he hasn't been able to write as much as he wanted to. I do ask him every now and then. But I do have him recording with me on Wednesday for the podcast. So after recording for the podcast, I might kind of ask him if he wants to sit down at some point and just hash out some ideas, and I can help him out and things. I think that's what he needs. I think he needs kind of like a jolt, kind of like a kick in to get his imagination going so he can get some ideas. Because I think one thing that kind of bummed him out, and I feel really bad about this too. It's partially my fault, but he's got the Mighty Morphin crossing over with different horror stuff.
Yeah.
So
Which
he did.
we all really like.
Yeah, so he did Jason, and then he did the Evil Dead one, and then he's got a third one. It's going to be a trilogy. Now, he gave me that months ago. I'm talking like early 2024 months ago, and literally like January time, I think. He messaged me going, "Oh, dude, have you finished it?" And I'm like, "No, I've got like half of recording. Something disturbed me. I managed to edit out the disturbance, but I've only got half of it." Or something like I only had a portion of it. He's like, "Oh, right, okay. Do you want me to send it to you again?" I was like, "Yeah, go on. Actually, send it to me. I'll get it recorded this weekend." So he sends me. Well, he looks for the file and he can't find it. So he checks his Google Drive, he checks his phone, he checks wherever else he keeps these digital files, and he cannot find it. Now, I find the original link. I find the original link throughout our messenger. Took me a hot minute because I had to go for like almost a year worth of conversation. And I click on it, and it literally says file cannot open. So I click on it again. I then find it on my PC. I can't open it whatsoever. It's like the file got deleted. And so he says to me, "Right, you send me what you've got, and then I'll listen to it, and then I'll write just what you need to do, like finish it off." I was like, "All right, sound." So I then go into my files the folder I have with all the audio segments I've got, and I click on it, and it's like I'm talking. You can't even understand a word I'm saying. It sounds like someone's hit a microphone, let the speakers go off, and then drop the speaker through a well whilst it's still going off. And I'm like, what the fuck's this? So I click on another file, which has got a similar date. There's like a week or so between them. And that file's also got the same problem. So I'm like, what the fuck? So literally, I had to delete like 8 different audio files because they're all exactly the same. So I tell Akon, dude, it's fucked. Like, it literally, you can't hear a word I'm saying. Like, I've listened to it through headphones from my phone. You can't hear me. And so Akon now has to do the whole thing again from scratch. I think that might have kind of pushed him back a bit.
Oof. That would suck.
Yeah.
I could see where that would push you back, make you not want to do it, where you're just kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, I think they kind of like broke him a little bit, but that's why I'm gonna offer him a bit of a maybe like a sit down session, kind of like what we do for writers' room. But like I might sit down with him and go, "Hey, like sit with me and we can hash out some ideas." And because he likes his horror stuff, and like talking to the boys on one of the podcasts I was on, they're a horror podcast. And I know Gray. I interviewed Gray on my podcast. He's a really cool dude. And he said, come on my. And I was like, dude, I don't watch horror movies. Like, yeah, okay, I've watched things like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, but I don't. Horror doesn't interest me. I find it too cliche and predictable. And he's like, nah, like, we talk about all different types of stuff. Like, we ended up talking about comic books and how horrific they actually are. Things like, Joker, the character, he's an horrific character. Like all the shit he's done. He would be a horror villain, let's be honest. And things like this. And it's really cool. I'm actually going to go on there again because we only got through like a third of our list, if that. But thinking the way that those two think about horror stuff, it kind of gave me a few ideas for A-Crown. So I'm going to talk to him and see what he thinks of like maybe some ideas and things. But he's also got things he hasn't touched again, like Deadpool going through the multiverse. He hasn't done anything with that yet. So I'm going to give him some ideas for that. But yeah, he's like seems to be the only one that hasn't. Okay, I know Xander hasn't recorded anything, but that's just him being lazy. But he's got ideas at least. He's still, like he said,
it's not just me being lazy. It's me needing to fully fix my computer.
Well, I don't know why you're yelling at us. We're not the ones with broken computers.
Well, you're the one that's yelling at me saying I'm being lazy. It's not just that.
Oh, why can't you fix your computer? What's wrong with your computer?
I need to get a new operating system.
Saying that, though, to be fair, when we recorded the last time, like some point at the beginning of last year, you were having issues with your PC then.
Yeah, because like my PC just like one of the monitors just turned off. It stopped showing anything, and then I had to mess with it. It was very weird.
Yeah. It was a bit strange. So one last question for you boys. I'll let you guys go. It's actually just been nice chilling out with you both, to be honest, and just chilling out and everything. So when it comes to Neektalk, is there any do you guys have like a set schedule, or are you guys winging it at the minute? Like, kind of like, what can people expect when it comes to checking out Neektalk?
I mean, we kind of have a set schedule, but not really.
I'd say more or less right now we're winging it.
Yeah.
Because with between our work schedules and school, it's just not working the way we originally planned it. So we have to kind of just make them as we go.
Yeah. Here soon, hopefully, school won't be that much of a problem, because I should be graduating here soon.
Cool. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, okay, having a schedule is beneficial. Sure, absolutely. From a content creator's perspective, having a schedule is the best thing to do. But people need to understand that lives still exist. People are parents, they have jobs, cars, they have pets. Anything can ruin a schedule, literally anything. Fucking I uploaded, so I have a thing each month called State of the Type Cage, actually Billy's idea, where it's just me, and Billy sends me questions and I answer the questions and stuff. He's actually got really good questions for me, actually. A lot of the time it's Tiger Tales related, which is confusing because he knows about 300 Bros now, so I'm confused why the last set of questions weren't 300 Bros related. But anyway, so I actually normally upload that once a month, and I usually make it like a Thursday. That actually replaced a Monday's episode this month, because I just didn't have time. I didn't have any guests scheduled. I had guests scheduled, but for the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday after the Monday that I needed them for, and I can't expect anyone to drop things like that on a drop of a hat for an hour for me. So I was like, I don't know what to do. And then Nia kind of gave me the idea, and she was like, well, you do have another podcast dropping on Saturday, which is 2 days before you're dropping your Monday episode. So why not just kind of use that as not an excuse, because it's not, but like kind of use that as, just your ballpark area of, hey, been busy, that's why. And I was like, yeah, that's very true. That's actually one of the main reasons why I haven't been able to schedule anything. I was too busy working on 300 Bros. So I was like, yeah, that's actually a really good point. So that's what I did. And so Stay at the Tide Cage actually took over my normal weekly upload. But I'm cool with that, because the episode that would have come out before this one, I really enjoyed talking to my guests. It's really cool, really unique, very different to my normal guests. I may actually end up purchasing something because of it, which is really good, really, really cool. And then obviously talking to you guys, I've got A Crown coming on. I think my main problem is just, and me and Jared have spoken about this before, like, too many people are like, yeah, we'll be on your podcast, and then you'll never hear from them again.
Yeah.
Which I spoke to Anthony about the other day, and he found that really, disturbing, that there's that many people that are willing to just go, hey, we'll commit to this, and just don't show up. And the really sad thing is, Willie, Nerdy Viking's one of them.
Oh. Yeah, but from understand of him, he's got a hectic life, so.
Well, I spoke to Nerdy Viking end of February, and he agreed to come on the podcast. We scheduled the following Friday, which would have made the first Friday of March or something. And he messaged me my Thursday night, going, are we still down for Friday? I went, yep, cool. Messaged me my Friday afternoon, would have been your Friday morning, going, are we still down for I went, yep, cool. And then he hasn't ever, I don't even think he's seen my last message. I was like, okay. I do check his TikTok. He hasn't uploaded anything since February, so I'm like, alright, fair enough, okay. It would have been a bit worse if you're uploading things and ignoring me. But yeah, it's just, I've tried to get in Eternal on, he's just hasn't responded. There's a Welsh TikToker I've been trying to get on. He's busy though, and he works a lot, so I understand. I know why he's not getting back to me. Still trying to get a celebrity on, but talking to the celebrity is like talking to a piece of paper in the wind. But again, I get he's busy. But yeah, just getting guests is hard. I understand why you boys don't want to do it.
I'm telling you.
I mean, it does take a lot of friggin' confidence. Because it's just like, oh, hey, let's just go talk to this random ass person. Be like, hey, you want to come on to this podcast thing that I have? And just talk to us for a bit?
Yeah, see, I wouldn't even say it's confidence. Like, worst case scenario, you're going to get someone telling you to go fuck yourselves. I mean, that's the absolute worst case scenario. In that case, you just block them by that point. But like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even word it as, can you come onto my podcast? I'd normally word it as like, hey, big fan, love your work. Is there a chance you can come on the podcast because I want to, interview you, push your content out there, get people involved and everything. And that's kind of how I've gotten a few people on. Especially, it depends on where you're going though, because I don't know about fucking how Jared gets people he gets on. I don't fucking know. But mine's mostly TikTok. That's where I get mostly more people.
Yeah. Jared is something altogether, something else.
Well, apparently he emails them. So I'm like, who the fuck are you emailing? I want to know.
Email? That's my question, is how the fuck are you getting their email, man?
Yeah, but Jared's good in a social
Yeah, Jared's used to talking to people. So
situation. People that will talk to the 1,000 people. Yeah. Like, he'll happily sit down with a total stranger. And, like, he's told me this. He'll happily sit down with a total stranger and make conversation.
Yeah, that's unlike, all of us.
Like, don't get me wrong, I can talk to people, but like in person, my ADHD does kind of like kick in, and like I don't like big crowds. Like fucking as much as I love Comic Cons, Jesus Christ, does it freak me out? Oh, jeez.
I mean, hell, yesterday, Dad and I were just like almost constantly like getting close, inching our way towards the doors and stuff of whatever zoo or wherever we were, because we don't like big crowds.
Yeah, big crowds and me don't work. Nia actually makes sure that if we do go to big places and she knows it's hectic, she actually puts my earbuds, my earphones, into her purse with her. So if I ever get a bit like, whoa, spacey and shit, she'll hand me my headphones so I can plug them in, connect them via Bluetooth to my phone, and then I can listen to my music in like a crowded area, because then it just drowns out the noise, because it's the noise that bugs me more than anything. Especially if it's like, Comic-Con wasn't too bad, but that's because in like Comic-Con, there's like booths with like Pop Funkos or Funko Pops or like collectibles, and for the one I went in August, there's people I could meet, and there's things to distract me so I can blur out the noise because I'm focused on something. But if it's like a really big area and there's nothing for me to focus on, sometimes the noise can get to me. So Nia just makes it so I can drown out. But yeah, anyway, I'll let you boys go. Thank you for coming on the podcast and just chatting with me for an hour. It's been cool. Where can people find Neektalk?
Apple Music and Spotify, I believe, are the only two places we are.
I think right now we're only on Spotify. I think I gotta find out what's going on with Apple.
Yeah,
Jim
said. Yeah, Jim and Billy said the last time you guys uploaded, Jim and Billy said they couldn't see it on Apple.
Yeah, Spotify, Neektalk, and Neektalk.
Did you guys ever think about putting it on YouTube, like what me and Jared do?
I think we've talked about it like once.
About it, but we have not like further looked into it.
Yeah.
Fair. Alright then, boys. Well, thank you for coming on. It's been cool just to chatting. I like doing this whole thing where I can have returning guests and we can just chat about things. It's cool to have a catch up every now and then. I know that I talk to Willie like not every day, every other day, but like it's nice just to be able to talk and catch up on things and discuss different topics and everything. So thank you very much for coming on and everything. I've actually been on Neektalk, so make sure you check out Neektalk because they kind of interviewed me. It was kind of like an interview / conversation, but it was fun. That was really cool. We were meant to talk about 3 Range Bros Studios, but didn't.
Nope.
No, that was just another thing. We're just gonna talk for a bit.
Completely
And they've had Zero to Hero on. That's actually a really cool episode. It's actually one of the main episodes I've listened to. Like all the way through is that one. And they just geek out about things. It's really cool. Do you know what the next episode's gonna be?
Yeah, they're dang clue. That's the joy of Neektalk.
Yeah, that's the joy of Neektalk. But we were also talking about possibly doing a thing like you did with Dad of talking about different freaking Marvel Rivals things.
Oh yeah, talking about Marvel Rivals for a while and seeing what ideas we can come up with and different characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, me and Anthony have got to do a press start episode on my podcast with Marvel Rivals because we want to talk about Marvel Rivals because it'd be cool. Anthony's got some very interesting thoughts about it. So, try getting Anthony on. That'd be really cool. I think Anthony would be down for that. I think that'd be an interesting one because he watches anime and plays games and things. So
that's the plan.
That'd be it'll be interesting as a person who's known Anthony for 10 years. It'd be really interesting to hear him on something else that doesn't have me in it because like he's such a interesting, he's got a very interesting mind. So the way he thinks, I've watched him make music and the way that he does that is incredible. He's the laziest genius I've ever met is the best way to explain Anthony. Yeah, it'd be cool to have him on. So yeah, definitely trying to get him on. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to this episode. Of course, check out Neektalk. Check out Cosplaydude67 on TikTok and Cosplayson67 on TikTok. They both cosplay a lot. And of course, check out the 3 Range Bros Studios YouTube channel because I've been grinding that like no tomorrow. I think my PC is now getting to the point it's pissed off with me because all the editing that I've been doing. But yes, thank you everybody. Don't forget, of course, if you listen to us on the podcast platforms, rate us and I still don't understand how that works. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're of passion, everybody. I love you all. And boys, do you want to do your outro that you normally do? Because I like it. So do you want to do that?
Stay nerdy.
And there you go. We're of passion, everybody. Love you all. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
What you have just listened to is a product created by the 3 Range Bros Studio.
Hosted by 3 cosplaying fathers who
happen to be massive geeks of all sorts of fandoms.
They are Mark, the Red Cornish Ranger,
Cosplaydude 637,
and Tiger.
The studio covers different types of YouTube videos, TikToks, podcasts, and live streams.
If you wish to find out who cosplays who, the YouTube channel, the TikTok accounts, and the podcasts, and all of the other social media platforms,
please go to the 3rangerbrostudios.com.